US and Israel have intensified their offensive against Iran and its regional proxies as tensions escalated on 8th day since the launch of the operation. Earlier this morning, Israeli warplanes launched a massive strike on Tehran, targeting key government infrastructure. Multiple explosions lit up in the sky in western Tehran as the capital came under heavy attack. Israel's military claimed that over 80 fighter jets took part in the operation. Iranian state media reported blasts near Mehrabad International Airport, one of the city's major civilian airfields in western Tehran. The airport was hit by Israeli and US airstrikes, which triggered loud explosions and massive fires. Eyewitnesses reported smoke plumes rising from the site as the US-Israel conflict with Iran enters its second week. Since Friday, Israeli army claimed to have struck more than 400 targets across Iran, including ballistic missile launchers and UAV storage facilities, while underscoring the scale of its sustained bombing campaign. Israel claims it has mainly targeted Iran's military sites. However, Iran's government reported significant damage to residential areas, homes and medical facilities. It claimed 390 residential units, 528 commercial centers, and 13 medical sites that have been hit since the US-Israeli bombing campaign started last week. The latest offensive comes as IDF detected another round of Iranian missile fire headed towards Israel. The Israeli military said that air defenses were responding to the latest missile attack as a series of explosions were heard in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem following the launches. Israel's emergency service has reported no casualties so far. Israel has accused Iran of using cluster bombs multiple times since the war began. It says use of cluster munitions against civilians constitutes a war crime. Israeli police also confirmed evidence of cluster munitions after recent missile strikes and issued a public warning about the dangers of unexploded ordnance. Israel's military chief, Lieutenant General, has said Israeli forces were crushing the Iranian regime and promised to seize every opportunity to deepen their achievements. He announced that the joint US-Israeli military campaign had entered a new phase and warned that additional surprises were in store for Tehran. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said they are awaiting US forces in the Strait of Hormuz, where shipping traffic remains disrupted amid the ongoing war. The statement by IRGC was in response to US announcement that the Navy would soon escort vessels through the strait. IRGC told US to recall past incidents such as a 1987 attack on the supertanker Bridgeton and recent strikes on oil tankers before making any move in the Strait of Hormuz.